Hello, I'm in Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm talking about the human rights violation that's ongoing. And I have been writing notes, and that's pretty good. But I've been drawing pictures. And I've been drinking coffee. So, Aspen, Colorado, the flight from China to LA was a flight that I think that you would have a hard time finding anyone who had an experience like that. I know you. Jenny and Jim were very specific to say, no, don't go to Hong Kong. Get a flight from Guangzhou. Don't go to Hong Kong. Fly from Guangzhou. And by this time, they had informed me through things that they were told to plant in their conversations with me on the phone that would just kind of creep me out and make me know that, oh, okay, they're part of it too. And that was after talking to them and actually Jenny saying, you should just leave. I have all this shit in Guangzhou. But, whatever, this is all choreographed, okay? Everybody is like on a stage, and I'm the only audience. So, I went to, by this time, it was pretty much a fact, and I knew it in my head that I would be having very strange interferences wherever I went. And these were people who stalked me, and if you know what stalking is, I mean, I really don't want to go into this. You can look it up online. If somebody is doing something that they are consciously and intently supposed to be there because of you, and they're a stranger, well, you'll pick up on that eventually. And you can tell they're, and whatever certainly they're in this pattern way, they're told to do certain things or stand too close. Whatever, look it up online. Stalking. Anyway, so I went to so it was apparent that this was going on. And my home was, everything was incorporated in this because by late 2005 December, they had stolen the cell phone when I met this woman who was from northern China, and she was a Manchurian. Manzhu, this is Qing Dynasty people. She was from northern Manchuria. And I met her, and we met in a bar, and we dated, and she liked me, and we exchanged numbers, and she really liked me, and actually I liked her. They stole my phone during the week when I was doing my busy work for my schoolwork. My phone got stolen, but then it was stolen. And that happened several times, but what I need to focus on right now is Jenny and Jim told me to get a flight. So I go there, and of course I'm having stalking happening. Some guy, trench coat, they told him to wear a trench coat, and he's just standing in there doing nothing as I'm interacting with the person to get a ticket, and they get me a ticket. The flight was hell. These people were being communicated with, certain individuals, in this section of the plane. All my things would be tampered with when I came. They would poke me in the butt. I didn't know what was going on, so I'm thinking I'm being punished. Everything was like, you're bad, you dated all these, you went out and partied with expats. were partying hard on the weekend. We were picking up chicks. And at the very end, I lost my laptop, and I had they saved the traumatic theft. That was to bring me into trauma, and that was to cause a crisis. So I'm dating women, and I'm partying hard in October, November, and December, every weekend, and sometimes once or twice during the week sometimes, and nothing ever gets stolen. But all of a sudden around Valentine's Day, and around when I have to change my visa, just before that, that's when the stuff kicked off. A going away party that I knew was ill. I didn't know where to turn. I knew something was going on. It was a sixth sense I had. But I'm not going into that, so I'm talking about the airplane. So, well, whatever. They caused this trauma, and everybody around me, because the party dudes lived quite a distance from me, and the non-party dudes that I knew prior to that lived close up in my building. And they were like, oh, party, they were like feeling like guilt. Oh, you lost your laptop, you lost this, I don't know, oh my God, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, your family's going to be really mad. And, you know, I was 40 years old. What is this? Then I called, and there's all this guilt shit on the phone, and I don't know what's going on. Everybody's acting weird. But anyway, I took the flight, and it was just a flight out of fucking hell. When I got off the plane, they ruined my passport by peeling some of the plastic inside out, peeling it away from the paper. So when I get to the desk, I could tell that he was told that this guy's going to come here. Just tell him that. Just the way he is. Oh, you know what? Your passport is damaged. I mean, that's not really, you know, that would be normal. But he's like, hey, your passport's damaged. You gotta get a new one. It's just that you can tell when people are directed to look down on you and talk to you in a certain way. And that was just hitting me everywhere. And then in the Denver International Airport, this is the most interesting part. They're using, because I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I thought drugs and substances and chemicals were being used, planted in beverages and stuff to make me rigid and nervous, but it was all this weapon system. So I go and smoke a cigarette, and some guy walks up. He doesn't even look at me. He just hands me, he just puts a lighter out like that. So it's like he's standing there, I come out, I take a cigarette, because I began smoking right about the time that when I was partying in October, November, and December, only on the weekend. And then when things kicked off, I started smoking, not just partying. And I lit the cigarette, and I got this intense high buzz, but it wasn't like, wow, I'm high. It was a creepy high. I freaked out when smoking cigarettes, just try not to be noticed, and then I put the cigarette out. I go into the bathroom, my eyes are dilated, and I'm thinking somebody drugged the open pack of cigarettes that I had on the plane. This was all done with electromagnetic energy. And that was to scare me so I wouldn't go to the FBI office or the police in the very first depot that I came into from Guangzhou in America, the LA Airport International. And I'm freaking out. But, oh, hell. I'm gurgling. But in my watch, a police officer destroyed this watch. He did maybe $300 worth of damage to my watch when he already knew that I was, quote, homeless, even though I don't necessarily look homeless. And he knew that these sick bastards are doing shit to me. And he was told to stand where he's going to go into the subway car, say you can't come in here, push him out, rip his watch off, and then your mate, other plainclothes police officer, push him on the ground and, keep him on the ground and pump him with your feet and your hands while you are stomping on his watch. I looked up at this guy and he had a smile on his face and he's got these work boots and he's stomping on my watch, and the only thing that's in my mind, I gotta grab that watch. As this guy is kicking and hitting me and I'm on the ground, I grab my watch and I stuff it in my pocket. They had said that I had been mouthing off to an African-American woman when I was just waiting for the doors to open. That this country has a group of people getting away with this shit is horrible. And this racial thing, that's in the record because they're hoping one day that I go postal to racial people. And they'll have that in the record because that is in the police record. Even though I told the suspending my defendant lawyer, that's bullshit. And I basically, heart to heart, I told her what happened. I said I was singing a song because I was not drinking there, but I had been drinking in the bar. And I was having a very playful conversation with people across the way, across the platform, on the other platform. They were trying to get me over there to party with them. So when the car came up, I was kind of like, a little, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who needs this shit? It's horrible. I'm tired. But here are my notes. Here's a drawing. Here's another drawing. And ciao. Take care. Over and out, Roger Wilco from Kings Highway, Brooklyn.